What's up YouTube? Welcome to Niger Guy Reviews. I'm your boy Ugo. Today we have a 2024 Toyota Tacoma and this is the TRD edition. We're going to review this vehicle. We're going to look in the inside and the outside and see how this thing drives. So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload videos like this. So let's go back to the vehicle. Starting from the front of this vehicle, you can see that obviously this is a Toyota. Of course, this is the Tacoma. You can see how huge this vehicle has become. This is the off-road version, the TRD. So it is more specified for, going off-road. So, but this thing has grown. Back in the day, TRD used to be the smaller version of a Toyota pickup truck. It is still is that, but as you can see, this is probably the size of the Tundra maybe a couple years ago. So let's look at what this thing has to offer in the front. You can see the way the light is. It looks really nice. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but the turn signal is right there. You have your LED, your HID bulbs in there, the projector beam, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of fake vents in this thing. I can already see that this right here is a fake vent. I guess it's just the design. You have the vent in there that is cooling. I guess I don't even know what it's doing, but you have the real vents in there. I mean, coming down over here, you have your fog lights, and here you have your sensor, your front sensors, and all those other stuff that is housed in there. Okay, so like I mentioned, you can see the ride height of this thing. It is quite significantly high. It's made for going off-road, and you can tell by coming to the side. Coming to the side of this thing, you can see that this has been spec'd out to be a real off-roader. So starting from the tire, this is running on 17-inch wheel. You can see the BD wheels, the way these are the main off-road wheels. So this is running on 265 70 17. So these are 17-inch wheels, and then it is quite meaty because you can go anywhere with this thing. So coming to the side, there are no stairs or running board on this thing, but I believe you can install it if you need to. So which makes this thing very, very high. It's very elevated, and that means that the stepping height is quite significant. You have to step up to it in order to sit down. I am 5'10", and as you can see, my foot don't even touch the ground when I'm sitting on this thing. So that's not bad. This is a 5-seater pickup truck, so it can replace your family vehicle, and you still have a bed to do whatever you need to do. So the rear seat, however, is not that big. I will show you guys that when we're getting back here. So let's keep going. So as you can see, the color of this thing, this is, I guess you can call this gray or silver. I'll stick with gray. Is that the interior is two-toned and it looks really nice. So it's not too shouty. It is a pickup truck. It is an off-road vehicle, and that's possibly all you need. So let's go back here. I mean, with this down, there isn't really too much. The bed, I believe this is a 5-foot bed, so it's enough to carry whatever you want to carry. Don't forget that there is also a bigger version of this thing. There is a Tundra if you don't think that this one is big enough for you. But if you are someone who needs a pickup truck that can still fit in your garage, I guess this is what it is. You have a tow hitch on here that is still capable of towing over 5,000 pounds, and you have all the connectors for your third wheel or whatever you call it. I'm not a pickup guy, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so you have a backup camera right here, and that's all you get, because you'll probably need a backup camera in order to see where you're going in this thing. It's not so huge, but it is bigger than many SUVs that you see on the road. So that is all for the inside of here. Oh, inside the bed, I guess you have a you have lights in there too, so you can see what what you're putting in there. and you also have those light that also shines down, also doubles up as your top brake light. But all right, let's go on the inside of this thing and see what it has to offer. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, stepping into this thing, it is quite a big vehicle. You have a nice headroom, and the foot room also, the leg room is quite nice. So when you look in here, it is not, well, for lack of better words, it looks nice. It is plastic and made with durable material, I guess, and that also shows on the door panel. So when you know the TRD versions of Toyota, you will know that this is the design that they're going for. So on the door panel, you have a leather finish over there, and then every other thing is plastic. But like I mentioned, this is a work truck, it's a work SUV, so it's not wrapped in leather or nothing like that. But they just put leather where it is necessary. So on the seat, you have this is a manual adjustable, and then the backrest is also manually adjusted. So I don't know if there's a version of this that is electronic, but so I think the theme on this vehicle is that they put materials that you can operate this thing while wearing a work glove. So that trickles down to the drive mode selector, the gear lever, the steering wheel. Everything is just big in here. So you have your climate control. Let me turn this thing on. It's actually pretty hot today. So the climate control, you have your fan speed. As you can see, this is how big it is, and then the temperature also is a big knob. So in other vehicles, they are like little bitty knobs right here, but on here it is protruding. And then you also have the climate control right here. So like I mentioned, if you're wearing gloves, you can operate these things with no issues. So down here you have your drive mode selector. You have your also DLC and crawl. So that means when you're going down the hill, it's a hill descent and crawl. So this one gives you that. That way you can remove get your foot off the brake, and the vehicle will be able to do that all on its own. You have your parking brakes right here, which is electronic. You have an automatic hold right there. You have your asphalt lock on there, and for the drive mode selector, you have sports, you have normal, and you have eco. And I guess you also have tow. You can tow with this thing. Like I mentioned, over 5,000 pounds. And then I don't know what MTS means, but it says it's not unavailable. But anyway, this is quite a nice truck. You have a wireless charging over here, and in here is quite a big storage. So there is no heated seat or cool seat in this thing, because it is the seat is made out of a cloth material, which is not bad. And what else? There isn't really much, just the basic stuff that they give you. The glove compartment is quite huge. Everything else is made out of wood. You have your Tacoma right there. One thing I would say for sure is that I like the two-tone, the black and white they have going on over here. These materials are very, very easy to clean. So I think that's what they're going for here. Let me know what you guys think about it. Now we're gonna get in the back, in the second row of this thing. So I'll put this seat where I'll be able to drive comfortably and see what that equates to in the second row. All right, here we are in the second row, but before I get in here, this is because this is a pickup truck, you can open this and store more items in there, which is pretty nice. These are for items that you don't want to store inside the bed, because it is not covered. So with it inside here, it is secured, at least. So sitting back here, I mean, the legroom in here, honestly, it sucks, but it is doable for, if you're more than over 6 foot tall, then this is going to be very, very uncomfortable for you. I guess this is fine for short drive, and there is really no amenities back here. The middle row is bad, but you know, it's not terrible. This is not a big SUV, I mean pickup truck. It is the mid-size, if you can believe it. So as you can see, my foot is touching, my knee is touching here, and the front row, see, the front seat is not, all the way back. I mean, what do you expect? This is supposed to be a mid-size pickup truck, but it has grown in height and in, I guess, in. Nah, it has grown. It is now forming to be a big pickup truck, but it is what it is. So if you need something bigger that can carry everybody comfortably with a bigger bed, there's a Tundra, or you can look elsewhere like the Ford F-150s and these other ones. I guess what this compares to is it the Ford Maverick or something like that? I'm not sure, but the other mini pickup trucks from other companies that the Tacoma is comparing to. But this is a Toyota, so it is going to drive for a long time. And so now the next thing we're going to do is look at the hood and see what is powering this thing. So with the hood open, you can see what is powering this thing. This is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine that is pushing out 278 horsepower, or about 270 horsepower, and this is capable of catapulting this thing from 0 to 60 in about 7.4 seconds. This is an 8-speed automatic transmission, and you can also get this thing in a 6-speed manual transmission if you want to. But this is what this is, so it's actually not, I don't think it's terrible on gas as such, because it's a 2.4 liter engine, and you know that it's going to go for a very, very long time. Toyota has been tried and it's tried and true, and the same thing manifests on here. I don't know how many engines you can get on this thing, if it is just the regular 2.4 4-cylinder, or I don't know if there's a hybrid or a bigger engine on this, but this is what you get on here, and it gets the job done. So is this still rolling? What the